Hmm. So yesterday I did a video when I was at the park. This one right here that says, at the park getting ready for my afternoon stroll. I mentioned a couple of things and I'll share it here with you. And then the day before that, the words to the wise. Um, hopefully So I was showing you about the axis, the Y. So the Y axis, the top of us, the keys to heaven and the keys to Hades. So Lord Jesus has the keys to heaven and the keys to Hades. This is the y-axis. This is where Lord Jesus is at. I'll build a pillar in my Father's house. Our body is Father's house. Okay, so now we got the x-axis, right, which is the ground level. Now you can go this side for positive, this side for negative. This is positive, and then this is negative going down to Hades. So this is my belly button. This is where I think the central point is at the solar plexus, where we're cut off from our mother's womb, right? The umbilical cord. I think it's umbilical or unbiblical. Let me look at that because I want to try to be correct on that. Umbilical cord. Now, when we think about a cord, we're being plugged into something. Unbiblical cord. That's what it is. The umbilical cord is a vital connection between a fetus and its placenta during pregnancy, providing oxygen and nutrients to the fetus and removing waste products. It can also be considered a physical and emotional link between the mother and the fetus or the child. Okay, so that now when we look at this, mother is known as the ground and the firmament, the dome. So it's kind of like saying mother's right here. Now, when we look at the female makeup, the XX chromosome, if you notice X, there's a negative X, there's a positive X. So XX is the female. And then you go to the male body, which is the X chromosome, the fire. That's why women have double fire, right? It's hard for them to put out their anger or anything, but you got man, which is kind of interesting because man, if he spends too much time in his left brain, he's got too much fire, right? He's just burning up. But his right brain connects to his heart, which is the Y chromosome, which is the dowsing stick kind of thing, which seeks out water. It's the water chromosome kind of like things. Jesus, the fish, the Pisces, Jesus walks on water. He controls the water. So when you look at it like this, your body like this, it's like you can figure out that this is Adam, the Y, X and Y chromosome. It's so interesting when you look at a mathematical thing. But yesterday, when I was talking about on the video, at the end of it, about a perspective that was coming in my mind, because people say that the Earth, where the continents and everything are on Earth, is reflected on the moon, is the same on the moon. It's just laid out on the Earth. And so the thought that come into my mind or perspective is the moon is a projector of our reality on the Earth. And that's why they say Earth is flat, but yet it's round. It's like a globe, right? But this globe is so interesting because when you look at this image right here, you have your aura field that goes around like a globe around your whole body. So you're like a globe, because if I'm standing up, my energy field is going around me the front way, this way, this way, this way. It's like I'm in this energy ball, or you're in this energy ball. Now, going back up here to the moon being the projector, the moon controls our emotions. Now, remember, the moon controls emotion, right? Electronic motions, or energy motion. It controls the water. It controls the seasons. It controls, our emotions. So it's kind of interesting when you look at how it's being projected on this flat earth, flat plane, or a screen, right? So when you're in a theater, you know how they always say the world is a stage, everybody's an actor, everybody's playing a part. Okay, so this projector is projecting us in this reality, in this world. So, think of Jamaica, or whatever that movie is. It's so interesting. It's like a projection of it. And we're playing a part in this. That's why they call it matrix, or Ma means mother, mother trick, mother's tricks. Or I wonder if tricks is, how we're being tricked, how we're in this world, in this reality, playing it over and over, all these, timelines over and over. Oh, that's right. So we have emotion. So emotion is like sin. Sin is sign. Sign is like, a sign, the sine waves. And sign is time. So it's like saying below our belly button is Hades, right? So our privates is sin, but it's also a sign, the male sperm, going into the female's wormhole, right? Okay. And it's in time. So a sin is being born in time. So that's why it's a sin. So anything below, and then besides our sperm juices, our the fluids down here, the more we use them, the more our body ages. It's because it's our life force. If we drain our life force, then we get diseases and illnesses, and our life turns short. So it's interesting if we can figure out this whole system, and then the sun is like the electric, right? The electric that controls this whole environment that's going on here. And if you notice, it's kind of like a 3-pronged fork, if you look at it. But we're right here. It's very fascinating. It's like the energy is this. The electric is the sun that controls. You need power for something to project, and then you need a stage floor. Oh, I wonder if it's a stage floor, a screen, or a stage floor. I'm going to put stage floor too. Like the Colosseum, the Greek Colosseum, they have, or the football fields or whatever, they have this like round dome looking thing with people everywhere, and they have like a circle for a stage or a play stage. But nowadays they have them, built like, behind curtains and stuff, and it only goes out to part way the stage or whatever. But when you look at the football field and stuff like that, you can kind of see the symbology of it. So again, And then if you look, I seen a thing on Facebook that, where they were showing images from above down on these cities and stuff. And I don't know if you've ever looked inside of a computer or a laptop. When you pull it apart, you can see what looks like little houses and units and all kinds of different electronics. Or when you pull the back of your TV apart, you got all these big towers and stuff in it, especially the older TVs. I used to say the box TVs. But if you look at from above down onto the earth, the cities and towns are designed where they look like computer cards, right? That are like in a computer. So when I was thinking about this, I'm like thinking, I wonder if the moon is projecting onto this stage or screen that we are part of, right? And then the sun is the energy field, the electric that keeps it going. Now, the interesting thing about this is that the different timelines. So it's like, are they different reels playing out? Are we somehow stuck in this time machine, or is the body the time machine? Or, and then thinking about going back to being in heaven. To be in heaven is to think it, because remember, this world is what we think is on our mind, right? Either good or bad, or what the desires that we want or are striving for. All those things happen when we think about it and work towards them, right? And we change our attitude. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Then I wonder. I don't know. I'll just leave it at that. But I just wanted to share a little bit more, because we're being removed from the biblical cord. Once it's removed from mother, now we're biblical. Now, biblical. So, biblical. So, I think bi would be 2, right? X and Y, male, Adam, or X and Y, this way or this way. They're both positive. Or you got these two, X and X. So anyway, for female. And then B for body, lical. Lical, I wonder if it's logical. 2 bodies, logical, or 2 bright ellipticals? I don't know. That's kind of interesting to look at it. 1 and 2 ellipticals. Oh, that is interesting. Because once we're unbiblical, we're taken away from mother, right? Now we're by ourselves. I don't know. I'll leave it there, but I thought I'd share that with everybody. Every time something comes into my mind or is showing me, I'm going to share with you guys, whether it be images on my body unfolding or what God is showing me through my mind's eye about this world and about things that are happening. Okay. Have a great day, everybody.